Welcome back to where Sky Blues walk 20 more minutes of Coventry City sat 8 years ago. This week, Coventry City were drawing 1-1 to Crawley Town in League Two. Fast forward 8 years on, now 50 goals scored and 1 foot in the Premier League. How are you all doing? What an amazing transformation it has been. From the darkness to the sublime. How you're doing? Hope you are well. Coming up this week, we're talking about 1 year of Frank Lampard. Just what has he achieved in that year? Eccles is getting some praise this week. Is he the most underrated player in that team? Plus, we're also talking about the Christmas fixtures. How good do they look for Coventry? Who do we want in the FA Cup third round draw? And the letter H we arrive to now in our A to Z of Coventry City. But yes, Ben, 1-1 to Crawley Town 8 years ago this week. Does it even shock you, just the trajectory of this club?
Yeah, it really does. I remember sticks in my mind Fleetwood away on a Tuesday night, and the little stand behind the goal, and Chaplin missed a penalty, and it was absolutely torrential rain. It was just from where we are now compared to where we was then. It's like, can't even get my head around it, honestly. I just thank every day. I'm just thankful because it's mental, honestly.
Scott, you were down there in League Two in those dreadful times, the 10,000 fans turning up to every game, watching teams. Yeah, yeah. Can you pinch yourself when you watch 3 goals sailing again against Charlton?
It's just mind blowing. I mean, we've got our own chat later, but you think, like Ben was saying, I remember him talking the other week about Fleetwood away on a Tuesday night, and it's just chalk and cheese, isn't it? It's just gone from, I don't know, rags to riches almost, looking at it, but it's just, I don't think too many people can believe it. It's not just me, but just banging goals in for fun. And like you said, 50 goals, it's just unbelievable in 18 games. Absolutely wild.
In the chat, we want to know which of the 50 has been your favourite, and we'll read some of these out next week. We'll ask the panel this next week as well. But in terms of your chat, which is yours has been the favourite? Tom, I'm guessing yours might be the one on Tuesday night when you were cold in the Riverside stands there, watching that third goal sail in. Would I be close to being right?
Yeah, I mean, it might even be the Sims goal. It was such a good technique goal from Sims, that first goal. But yeah, I mean, that result was huge on Tuesday night. I was at like 2-2. I was like, just get a point, because they were battering us at one point, and I was like, I'll take a point and we move on to Saturday. And then to get all 3 was just magnificent. And then the Charlton game at the weekend as well, we went 1-0 down. We seem to do that quite regularly at home now, because we did it against West Brom. We went 2-0 down, but mentality monsters, as I said on Twitter, we fight back every time. Just sensational. 50 goals in 18 games. It's crazy. It's been such a good season so far, so long may it continue.
Yeah, well, we can't have any Jurgen Kloppisms though on this channel. Sorry, mentality monsters. We'll have to ban that as a phrase, I'm afraid. Right, let's talk about Lampard then, Jay. 1 year in charge. 1 year since Christine's been buying sky blue dresses instead of royal blue ones for her TV shows. Can you sum up his contribution? Has he been the single best signing attribution to Coventry? If that's the right word.
Obviously, he's taken what Mark Robbins has done and just sort of elevated it even further from that point. It's been a roller coaster for a year, but it's sort of the roller coaster just going upwards. That's all that's sort of happening at the moment. So the trajectory is going one way and one way only, which is, as the guys have sort of mentioned, you think about 8 years ago, it was just so painful. It was almost like a chore supporting Coventry, and now it's such a pleasure. You can't wait for the next game to come over again and again and again, and the expectation, the hope that you're going to win each week is like, it's really weird and surreal. I've said this a couple of times to people. It's brilliant being at the top of the table, but also it's kind of I feel like quite uneasy because I'm not sort of used to it. He's done a magnificent job, and it's him obviously and his management team as well. They just made the whole sort of professional unit, obviously Doug in the background as well. And he's on the cusp of doing something very, very magical and becoming a legend of this club as well.
Yeah, 12 points clear now, Ben. As even you got Chelsea fans, Everton fans in your comments now see you in the Premier League, Frankie, and all this. And I think in terms of just nice guys in football, and generally football fans wanting to see somebody do well. Do you get that greater sense that there is more than just Coventry fans wanting him to succeed here?
Yeah, you see it all over Twitter. I mean, a lot more eyes are at the club now. Frank was here, and it seemed a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's a PR thing," but he works so hard. I mean, I had a chat with Gabriel Sutton about it, and he was saying, "Oh, he brings glitz and glamour, and he likes to going out." And I said, "Hold on a minute." When he was at Everton, I believe he was having sleepless nights trying to fix it and working really hard. Yeah. And so Gab said, "Oh, I'm sorry about that. I shouldn't have prejudged," and it's proved right. His application and the way he works on the training ground with the players, he's first in, last out of it, and he's grafting, and he's setting the standards from the top to the bottom, and so's Doug as well. The standards are just there, and it took a while, but now you can see the difference it's made.
Yeah, and the difference he makes to some players as well. Let's talk about Ellis Sims here, Scott, because I think it's fair to say at the start of the season we had some tweets on here, I think, was talking about what's up with Sims, and he's just going to be a bench player. But last month or so, just what has happened to that fella?
I don't know the answer, but I was probably on the same sort of side of not really sure whether he would get back in the side. A lot of people have spoken about effort, which I think we've spoken before. It just seems to be down to him. He's just a nice bloke. He's very easygoing. And he's the same on the pitch as he's off the pitch. But a lot of people, a bit like me, I want him to knock people over. I want him to get a bit tougher and, put himself about. He's 6'3", he's built like a brick outhouse. Do it. But the last month, he's come in, in the last 2 or 3 games. He's played now and again this season, come on, and scored goals. And I think he's probably about the fourth highest goal scorer. He's got 7 goals in the league now. I think BTA's top with 10. But he played the other week against West Brom. He really put himself about. Tuesday is the best I've seen him play in a Sky Blue shirt. I thought he was absolutely fantastic from start to finish. And I'm a kind of the Simon Cowell kind of Ellis Sims fan, really. He's got to do really well to please me kind of thing. But I can't knock the bloke at the minute. His first goal, we've spoken about it, was superb. He wins a header. He's knocking people all over the place Tuesday night. Something has happened somewhere, whether it's Frank having a chat with him about, here's your chance. Adji's out. You're going number 9. Obviously, BTA's injured now, so he's got more chances. And even Saturday, I thought he was very good again Saturday. He scored 2 goals. Something's happened behind the scenes. I'd say it was Frank and his management team talking to him, but, it's nice to see him getting involved and even celebrating goals now. He's fist pumping and getting really, really enjoying it. So I think he's sort of got over the issues that he's probably seen on social media, and now he's ready to fight with the rest of the boys. I think they'll probably put their arms around him as well. That's where he is, I think.
One of the players it was nice to read a lot about online at the weekend, Tom and Jay, both of you to this, was about Josh Eccles. Tease says, unbelievable. It's been a long time since we've had this much spirit on the squad. Sims is a new player. Eccles has stepped up big time. Incredible. And that wasn't the only tweet we saw about Josh this weekend. First of all, do both of you agree? And does he deserve a little bit more credit than what he gets?
Yeah, Tom, you go first.
Sorry, cheers. I've always been quite a big Eccles fan. I think I've done it here before and said that I always think he's quite a good squad player. Coventry's very own. So I really like Eccles, and I've always backed him quite a lot when he's been facing a lot of criticism. But yeah, he's really coming good at the moment. Obviously, scored against West Brom. The goal against Chad on the weekend, I thought, was a sensational goal, really. And he got us back into the game at 1-0, and it's a great finish. And I just love him. I think the lad's brilliant. One of the best games I can remember for him was Middlesbrough away last season. I think it was after that game I was saying how good he was, and then he got the new contract after that. And I was personally really happy to see him get it, and then he kind of fell off a little bit, and a lot of fans were on his back. But to see him doing well now is brilliant. But yeah, I really like Josh.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I think on this pod we've praised him quite a lot. I remember last season when we were having our rough patch, we used to ask who our player of the month is, and I think we all of us used to say Josh Eccles. There wasn't a lot to choose from, but he gives you 110% every single match. He's not Jack Rodoni. He's not a Victor Torp kind of player. He's not going to be sort of performing each week, every week, but he's a fantastic option to have in the squad. And I think he'll probably get into a lot of teams in this league. With his goal at the weekend as well, I tweeted this as well, the biggest compliment I can give him was, I thought it was Torp he scored. Because the way you watched it, obviously, Nathan Clark does brilliantly. He moves away a little bit into the space. The first touch is absolutely amazing. And then that sort of finish was fantastic. The technique on that finish was absolutely brilliant. And then he's obviously had a couple of injuries come back this summer, so obviously he's sort of caught up with all that now as well. Again, wherever he play him, he sort of does well. He's played right wing back for us. He's played as a 6 for us. He's played as an 8 for us. He plays as a 10 for us. Wherever you put him, he'll give you 110%. He's not going to perform every single week. I don't think he's got that in him. And I do think that our best midfielder is Torp, Grimes, and Rodoni. But if one of those are missing, I've got no qualms with Josh Eccles coming in and doing a job for us in any of those positions at all. So, again, I think we should sort of, one, I think it's also fantastic to have one of your academy players in there, and two, a Cov lad that's going to be academy as well. It's a massive thing to celebrate, and everyone should sort of be giving him the benefit of the doubt rather than sort of critique him all the time in a sort of very harsh way. So, again, the thing I tweeted actually this morning was, again, I'm Sims' biggest critic, and I've said absolutely love the fact that he's mugging me off and performing so well because I want Coventry City to do well. But I think a lot of people need to say a big sorry to Josh Eccles as well, because he's definitely since Frank's come in the last year, he's definitely improved and developed like a lot of players in this squad.
Okay. Ben, a lot of non-Coventry fans are expecting Ipswich to book up their ideas and get going. They didn't at Oxford on Friday night. Southampton fell again. Stoke have fallen again. Who do you see as your main threat, if there is, we can call it that, to your promotion rivals' chances? Is there one?
Who I will watch out for more than anybody is actually Stoke. I think Stoke have got a good squad. I know they lost yesterday, but they should never have lost that game. Bit of a game of two halves, but they should have put it to bed in the first half. They had loads of chances, but I think in January, if Stoke are sort of around the top four-ish, I believe the owners will invest heavily, and Robbins already has the bones of a good team if he can just add a few more of his players, because he wanted Sorba Thomas at Coventry, he wanted Gallagher at Coventry, he wanted, what's the midfielder called? Help me out. Jay? The midfielder that scored against us first game last season.
Barker. Baker.
Lewis Baker. Yeah,
Baker.
Robbins wanted him. So Robbins has wanted them for years. Every transfer window, we got linked with them, and he's got him. And Stoke seem to be letting him have who he wants and get him in. So I do believe they are. I know a lot of people think Ipswich, but I'm not seeing a team with Ipswich. I'm seeing a team of individuals, whereas Stoke are a unit, and I think they were probably the strongest we've played this season, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, I'm going to announce the league over next Tuesday around 10 p.m. at Deepdale, because if you go to Deepdale next week and pick up 3 points, that is it. That is symbolically going to be the season done. May as well go and give you the League Championship Cup at Preston next Tuesday night, if that happens, given your history there. Let's have a look at your Christmas fixtures, though. This double header, Scott, with it, so it's just weird, this, isn't it? You play this same team space in a month, and then, of course, the Deepdale trip. Tom, you got your ticket for that one? Will you be going to the Jinx ground?
I've been there twice, never seen us win. I'm not actually going this season, but I am going to Ipswich.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right, okay. Bristol City, Southampton, and then, of course, the doomed Swansea that were coming with their Matt Grimes banners, of course, for that one. And then Ipswich again, yeah. I mean, Scott, do you look at this and go, don't really see too many issues here, maybe? Ipswich, Southampton away, take a point there, move on?
Yeah, well, I've had a look at the stats, and last 4 games, Ipswich haven't done very well at all at home. So part of me, first of all, I thought I'd take a point away, beat them at home. But I think the way they've been playing, apart from last night against Oxford, they've lost the last few away. Won the last few away, and obviously lost to Oxford and not done very well at home. So I think we'll take 4 points off Ipswich. I've gone through it myself. I think we'll beat Bristol City at home and Swansea at home. And I've gone for draws away at Preston and Southampton, mainly because I think Southampton are a decent side, and Preston, like most people know, it just doesn't happen there. But that's probably going on the conservative side of things. But I'll be looking at 12 points out of 18. So I'd take that.
Yeah, okay. Just on Middlesbrough, Jay, do you see Middlesbrough going up with you? There are lots of Coventry fans were impressed with them, but were you impressed?
Not really. A little bit, yeah. Again, I think
Tim Pot.
very Tim
What?
Four goals.
They were brilliant on the ball. I thought they were really, really good on the ball. They moved the ball around well, and they sort of, they kept the ball away from us for quite a period of the time. Or was it the case that we just sort of sat back a little bit? I thought the defence looked very shaky. Appreciate they've got a few injuries at the back, but also they're very short at the back as well. So this for 12 months to a couple of Borough fans that I chat to. They need to invest more in the defence, which I know they're getting a defender in January coming in already. And I thought the attack was, they didn't create much. They had that one long shot from Whittaker, which Rushworth made a brilliant save from, and that Tommy Conway chance, which obviously was absolutely sitter. Again, they keep saying, if we scored that, we would the game. But at the end of the day, they had their luck by getting the Bobby Thomas goal. Like, with all due respect, Bobby Thomas 99 times out of 100 is going to clear that. So I thought they created absolutely nothing really. So no, but then obviously with this whole ball now that they've got, maybe he's very high pressing. He's loves to keep the ball, all this sort of stuff. It's going to take time to implement it. But again, I'm with Ben. I thought Stoke were going to fall off by now, but they're just getting better and better and better and better, and they're getting more confident as well. Ipswich will have their sort of little patches of runs and stuff. And again, I think anyone else below us are going to be a bit patchy from what I can see. And I think Stoke are probably Stoke up there. I think Borough sort of cling on up there as well.
Okay. Do drop us a subscribe, please, if you haven't yet done so. It would be amazing for us to get to 1,800 this month. It'd be incredible. Stay tuned, of course, because we've got Sky Blue, where Sky Blues work extra time coming up as well. One of the fan channels, Tom, has been in trouble this week for an awful tweet put out about the collapse of the Twin Towers. And if you saw it, I don't like calling out other podcasts, but I was horrified to read that. So did you see this, and what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I saw it, and so was it me or Scott? Sorry,
yeah, it was Tom. Sorry, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I saw it, and yeah, I think it's disgraceful. There's just no need for it. I don't know what that has to do with football, and I just think keep that sort of thing out of it. But I've seen this fan channel pop up quite a lot of just negative things. I don't want to say who they are because I don't want to bring traction to them. There was a thing with Victor Torp at one of the away games, and yeah, I'm not a fan of them personally, but I thought it was just disgraceful, and there's no need for it. So the sooner they get banned from the CBS, the sooner the better.
Okay, good on commentary fans that called it out though, and I saw lots of great fans in the comments saying this is disgraceful. Yeah, absolutely. We don't want to see any like that. Any of that.
A lot more words I can say, but I'm not going to say on here.
Allegedly. Right, then, FA Cup draw we made next Sunday evening before we meet again. So we're asking, who do we want this week? Not Sheffield Wednesday, please. Anybody other than Sheffield Wednesday this year. Quick one name, quick answer each here, if that's okay. One name. Ben, who do you want?
Villa.
Scott?
Spurs at home.
Jay?
Give them a bye, whoever. I don't care about the FA Cup.
Tyrese Campbell.
Tom?
Villa. I'll take Villa.
Okay, all right, Bill. Finally, this week we're doing the letter A to Z of Coventry City. We're up to letter H this week. Anyone want to put a name forward for this? Yes. Well,
yeah, I'm going with Ben on that one. I'm going with Highfield Road. Yeah.
Highfield Road. Jimmy Hill.
Yeah. Jimmy Hill. I was thinking of that one. Or Hamer, but yeah. Highfield Road for me, I think iconic stadium. A lot of great memories there. Obviously, I was too young, so I never went, but we still sing about it now, and it's just one of the best parts of Coventry, wasn't it? Highfield Road.
Jimmy Hill is a really big shout. Jimmy Hill's a big shout because Highfield Road, he changed Highfield Road completely around and made it what it was. So for me, after Scott's with that shout, I would say Hill because he was a very pivotal part of our club.
There ain't a statue for nothing.
Yeah, great shout.
We've got Keith Halpton as well with the header.
Yes, of course.
Ernie Hunt, the infamous
Language.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think Hill or Highfield Road.
All right. Got Hill. Highfield Road's got to be there, though, hasn't it? It's got to. What are we putting in? Which one?
Hill. Got to be Hill.
Hill?
Go Hill.
Okay.
Hill, go
right,
Hill.
Well,
it comes hand in hand anyway, Hill and Highfield Road.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay.
Hillfield Road.
Hillfield Road. Brilliant. Okay. Right then, thank you very much, you four, for going through this. Now, help them out next week in the comments. They'll definitely need help with the letter I next week. It's the first tricky letter, so let them help us out with that in the comments. Right, stay tuned then. Here comes Where Sky Blues Walk extra time. I'll see you next week. Enjoy the Ipswich game. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.